The following recordings detail the activities of a government agency that officially does not exist. Since 1928, they have protected humanity from the forces of darkness, with honor but without glory. Declassified recently, these files have become known as the Danger Files.
In the immortal words of Junior M and Brian Sieber, it seems like we got a bit of a situation here. Things have taken quite the turn as soon as the cards hit the table on the airbase, and now things are pretty confused. Hello everyone, and welcome back to episode 6 of the Danger Files.
Oh
yeah.
my goodness.
Yeah, I know we spoke very briefly, but obviously keep it the preamble, but yeah, shit got real. Shit got really,
very
well,
real.
actually,
And crystalline.
shit
Crystalline
got
unreal.
Shit got unreal. It would be a more sort of apt term. Like it ramps it up quick, doesn't it? And my God, how many sanity rolls did we do?
That was a lot of sanity. You were making
Like
so to give you an idea,
6?
you were doing a sanity roll every minute for 5 minutes.
Jesus.
Wow, okay.
Will there be a season 2? Probably not, or it'll be insane by that point.
Yes, yeah. We're coming to you from your local sanatorium.
That's the nice thing about Delta Green is the nice thing. Characters drop off quite a lot in Delta Green. So if we were to do like a later one, some of you might still be there, some of you might have made it through, but some of you may not. Like, even if you've survived it physically, some of you might not be physically, mentally able to carry on. And so you have characters kind of come and go, and as you get these veterans, you gradually just get more and more damaged. So we'll talk a little bit about, what's happened to Tully. So Tully, you've had a mental break. So you've crossed your breaking point. Things have become too much. You should actually have, made another sanity roll when you saw, although you didn't actually see the Major get shot, so you don't need to roll. If you witness extreme violence, you have to roll sanity as well.
Really?
But you didn't actually, well, this thing, you are in the military, so I wonder if maybe they're, I think we'd be a little bit more sort of lenient on that.
Yeah, but he's an air traffic controller. I mean, he can't have seen.
I've seen Polygon people on fire before.
You have.
Polygon people.
I'm not sure Norman knows he's in the military, to be fair. I don't know where he thinks he is, but, you know.
What I've done is, we've done the temporary sanity break, which normally you only get if you lose 5 points all in one go. And I think you lost 4, but it was... That, I think, was, given how much you'd lost in a short space of time, I think was a reasonable thing to push across. But you have also crossed your breaking point, which means you have gained a condition. The conditions take a while to manifest, so we will talk about that off air, and that will appear over the next little while if Norman manages to make it through tonight. Yeah. But what you can do, Norman, is you can reset your breaking point. Your breaking point is now your current sanity minus your power. And that becomes your new breaking point. Even if you gain more sanity, that will become that becomes your breaking point.
So your current sanity minus your power.
Yep.
Okay, so 35 minus 9.
There we go.
Is
so that's
26.
The next time that you will snap if you go through things. That was traumatic. I like some of the plans that we had. I feel that between the plans of running around, hitting the base exchange with a fire extinguisher and going to get a fire truck.
How would that not work, though? I mean, but the thing is, like, ironically, I think, because obviously, you know, Flake has a problem with authority, or that was my initial sort of thought. Whereas really, he's terrible without authority there. He's not a smart man.
No.
So when the Major ran off, he was just like, I'll handle this in the way I feel fit, which clearly is absolute nonsense. You know, plus he's tripping out. So
panic.
I'm pleased with his reaction. I think, you know, beating it with a fire extinguisher is going to work.
I tell you what, we should definitely talk about movies, because what is the beginning of what is a show set in a certain time without a better talk about movies?
I love a nostalgia chat.
Before I do that, I want to I want a quick theory from all of you. But does anyone have a theory about what is going on right now?
The guys with the helmets are summoning something to, like, they're obviously maybe there's something deep down, like they're trying to like harness some sort of power thing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I had a wild thought. I was like, because obviously we viewed those soldiers as sort of like enemies and stuff like that. But maybe they were like an early warning team and they knew that something was going to manifest there. And they were there to sort of like check it out. Because it was like the lightning hit where the truck was and stuff like that. So maybe rather than summoning it, they were there to sort of like, they knew something was coming. And it's popped out of an alternate dimension.
Yeah. I mean, there's been something having an effect on the base personnel for as long as we've been playing. So they've been getting angrier and angrier, and people have been losing their tempers quite a bit. So maybe there's something pressing on their minds, which could be, maybe it could be pressing through from another dimension.
Another dimension.
Or also, or it could be something that has been cloaked, possibly hovering over the base.
Yeah, it might have been there the whole
Maybe
time.
it's something attached to one of the aircraft that was scrapped here.
Well, now it's crashed and it's on the floor, isn't it? Whatever it is, the big
On the
crystals.
floor.
Yeah, which maybe
crystalline
it's
entity.
not supposed to be flying, and it popped through and then smashed down. Or
Maybe, yeah.
Or maybe they were they were trying to ground it. The people in the vans were trying to ground whatever this thing is.
yeah,
Don't know.
Interesting. We'll have to find out. But before that, let's talk about the highest grossing movies of 1998.
all right.
1998.
1998. What
Everyone's lying on the
blockbusters.
floor, their ears ringing. Your thoughts turn to the highest grossing movies of that year. Things you saw. What were our heroes watching? I tell you what, Ross, you've looked up. What have you looked up? The US chart or the UK?
Yes, I've looked up the US.
You've got the
box
US.
office.
Okay, I've got the UK.
So when is this set again?
1998. So, James and Jerry, have you got any guesses on what the highest grossing movie in the US in 1998 was?
Was Titanic around at that point? It was around then, and that was a big one.
Forrest Gump? Is that around now?
Yeah, I think Forrest.
1998?
Yeah, it was late 90s, I think, wasn't it? Forrest Gump.
Titanic is still out. Titanic dominates a lot of the early part of the year, but it's it crosses over from the year before, so it doesn't
comes out after Titanic. Phantom Menace is the next year. So 98 would be. I mean, I was alive. I saw Titanic.
Yeah,
5-6 times for various reasons.
that was your 98, was it?
Pubescent child would go to see Titanic.
You just enjoyed seeing rich people getting drowned, didn't you?
I did. I mean, that's a real thing for me, really, to be honest. Rich people freezing to death. 98.
Fight Club? No, that was a bit early, was it? Or Fight Club? It was a bit pre-Fight Club, wasn't it? It was like, I think I was at uni.
There's
when
no
that came
Fight
out.
Club, no.
No, it's not yet. I think it was because I was at uni when that came out.
Toy Story?
No, you haven't got a single one from the top 10 yet.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, what apart from Titanic?
Titanic is okay, I'll give you that. Titanic is in the top, is number 8 in the UK.
Okay.
Was
there a Bond film then? No.
1998. What won Best Picture in 1998? I feel I've seen Gladiator.
No, you'll be a long way. If you try and go Best Picture, you'll be a long way from the top grossing.
Okay. But will give us an idea. I mean,
I'll give you a clue for the UK as the top grossing film is a comedy.
Okay.
Top grossing film for the US is, I guess, an action movie.
Yes.
It's an action movie. It is an action movie. It's got a very famous song. It's got a very famous...
It's a disaster movie kind of thing.
Yeah,
Armageddon?
It's Armageddon.
Hey!
Armageddon. Well done, Jerry.
Close my eyes.
Don't wanna fall asleep because I miss you, baby.
I watched that film long after it was
miss a thing.
a big hit and things, and it's so stupid.
Oh my god, yes.
It's ridiculous.
This is just
Quick,
a hell
we're
of
going to get you bunch of
Yeah, it was the
oil
summer. It was
workers
the
or
summer
whatever.
of Asteroids. It was Deep Impact as well.
It was
Deep Impact number 6,
A bizarre summer.
It's on the US one as well. It's from August 23rd to August 23rd till September the 6th. Guess what was the top box office grossing movie?
Oh, what in the time of the game is set? I don't know that, actually.
X-Files.
No way.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, which is weird.
Fight the Future. Wasn't that the
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? What, the film spin-off?
Yeah, so
Yeah, it was
from
good.
August
It's
23rd,
good.
and then after, on September the 6th, the highest grossing in America, the number one box office movie for there was Lock, Stock and Two Smoking Barrels. I don't know why the Americans liked that.
I went to Edinburgh that year. It was 98, yeah.
It had additional subtitles. I remember some of the some of Lock, Stock to explain some of the Cockney accents.
Yeah.
The American cut of it.
What about the UK? So it was a comedy.
Yeah, the UK.
Four Weddings and a Funeral?
No,
Notting Hill.
Nope.
was it Lockstock?
It was not Lock, Stock, no. You're not, like, I can tell you, Saving Private Ryan is number 2 in both countries. Saving Private Ryan failed to become the top grossing movie in either country. No, it was beaten out, Jerry, I can tell you, by a very worthy contender here in the UK, which was Eddie Murphy's Dr. Dolittle.
Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no. Beat Saving Private Ryan. That's terrible. Terrible news.
God.
That is awful.
Great
What is...
movie watching public
Yeah.
of the UK. It's the UK top 10 is terrible. Dr. Doolittle's in there, Godzilla, Sliding Doors.
Oh,
Lost in
gosh.
Space is
Doors?
number 9.
Oh, God. Why do
Lost
we
in
eat that
Space
much?
was number one in America, in August, So for Americas, it was Lock, Stock, then it was Saving Private Ryan, then it was There's Something About Mary, then The Truman Show, then Small Soldiers,
Great movie.
then The Exorcist, then Ants, which was dominated for quite a lot of November, apparently.
Woody Allen.
Yeah.
Ants was good. I quite like that.
Yeah, and then Rush Hour, and then in December 27th was Enemy of the State.
Enemy of the State. Will Smith.
Yeah.
Wow.
Best picture went to Titanic that year.
Oh, well, there we go.
Yeah.
At least it won
There we go.
something.
It did, I think it won a bunch of stuff, didn't it? It's like
yeah, it
special
would've.
effects and soundtrack and God, yeah, it was.
Oh, yeah, my God.
It was the
biggest picture for a long time.
I mean, yeah,
For a
it
long
was
time,
it was
yeah.
number one in the box office from January the 25th all the way until April the 26th in 1998. So it dominated the
Damn.
box office for that long.
Well, speaking of sinking ships,
Hey!
it was actually quite good, that one.
Yeah.
Let's pick things up with our dear friends in the base. I want to give you a little layout of the base, just to remind us sort of where we are. Platt Air Force Base, the main central hub of it is where the NCO office, which is like the sort of the common area. You've got the mess. You've got the administration office, and you've got the base exchange, and they're all kind of 4 buildings, all in right in the center of the base together. That is currently where Flake and a few of the Flake, Utek, Seba, and a few of the others. They're all around there. To the north of that, there are kind of all the hangars, the motor pool, where all of the vehicles are kept, where the aircraft maintenance is done, where all the storage is. That is currently where Pete is. Further north and west of that is the boneyard, which is where all the decommissioned aircraft are. That's where the strange craft appeared and crashed, and it's where the van was, sort of in that general direction. And then other stuff right to the south of the main base exchange is the main gate. That is what Tully and the Major were running towards when the Major was shot and Tully ran for cover. And then off to the east is the runway and the control tower, which is where you saw Cantu running off to. You saw Cantu running away from the fire, still armed by the looks of it.
Yeah.
And all of the lights have gone out, so the base has suddenly gotten quite dark. It's still early-ish evening. But,
Hey, I've got a lovely burning building to light my way.
Oh yeah, fine. You've got a burning supermarket to keep things happy.
Sweet.
Let's pick things up where we are now. All of you, with your high alertness, you do notice that the slight prickly nature sort of goes down a little. But the first thing, of course, I would like you all to do, having seen a weird crystal shape appear in the night sky, I want you all to roll sanity for me.
Uh-huh.
That's a 33. I'm cool with it. I'm cool with big floating crystals.
Crit
Apparently,
success. You're so fine with
I'm
it.
just so cool with it.
54, and my sanity is 52.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
So,
God, you're so sane.
Flake just holds it together. Flake is totally unfazed by this. Whether he fully understands it, we don't really know. But,
No, I've got no idea what's going on. Idiocy is proving his saviour at this juncture.
however, the Tully and Pete, you both lose this time 1 sanity. It's not a d6 this time. It's just a single point of sanity from having seen this unusual thing. And we'll pick it up there with kind of Pete. You're at the wheel of your truck, and the engine has just completely died. You were literally just pulling out of the hangar, and the engine just dies on you. Everything goes completely dead as you see this thing crash and then land. And then give me an alertness check.
I failed. I got 70 over 60.
No, that's fine. You don't. So remember, those of you, when you're making skill checks, if you're failing them, remember to put a tick next to them, because at some point you will get an increase in, those will increase, the ones you failed will increase. So if you remember a few, stick a tick in them so you can remember
Athletics.
it. Everything's gone kind of dark. You can't really see much. The boneyard looks very dark from here. And it's all gone very eerily quiet, given the weird whirring noise and things that was in before.
Okay, I'm going to get out of the car and open up the bonnet and have a look at the engine.
You open up the bonnet, you have a look at the engine. You got any kind of engineering skill?
I do.
Okay.
40. I'll
40.
do a check.
Okay. Yeah, give me a check to try and work out what's wrong with it.
I got 83.
83.
Wow.
Tick.
Oh, dear. You,
What is this thing under the bonnet?
What is this? I thought I understood.
You try it a couple of times, the battery just seems dead. You can't get anything out of the engine. You can't seem to start it at all. You slam the engine down, slam the cover down, the hand's covered in grease, but you don't manage to make any headway with it.
Okay, I'm gonna start back towards the burning building.
Okay.
Which I imagine I can see quite obviously.
Yes, it's the most obvious thing. So you start heading back towards the building. Flake, you are still confusing them.
Yeah. It's because we've got similar voices. I was a little bit worried about this because the sharp-eared amongst the dangerlings who are listening might remember I had quite a bad voice for that first record. Like it was dodgy. And actually, when I came to this morning, I was like, I don't know what his voice is. I was just trying to speak, basically, the last time we did the record.
Hello, my name is Flake Pipkin.
So that would be quite hilarious.
Okay.
Fact. I mean, so it's like he was distracted by the crystal and then looks back at the burning building and his smouldering sort of fire extinguisher and sort of is like, I don't know, this is working. And he drops it. And then he'd like to run for the other fire extinguisher. I can't remember where he said it was, because there's one in the NCO club and one...
There's one in the main office.
On the main office.
Yeah, there's one in the administration building.
Yeah, so he just goes running off for the fire extinguisher.
You go running off for the fire extinguisher and...
Explode!
No, you go to the administration building, and in the administration building are Geiger and Eamon Long, who are just staring in disbelief at what they just saw. The Geiger's like, what the hell did we just see?
Don't worry about it. Space crystal, some shit like that. Anyway, I need the fire extinguisher. The building's on fire.
This is Long.
I couldn't agree more, my friend.
He's so frightened, he's talking Swedish.
Oh, God.
He hands you you grab the fire extinguisher. As you come back out of the door, Tully comes just running back. In just a blind panic, running back for the thing. Tully, you can see, suddenly, this first familiar face you see is Flake ahead of you.
Tully.
He hugs him.
Oh, what's up, Tully? You strange small man.
Flake. The major, Herrera, he shot him. He shot him like 5 times, but I didn't see it. I ran away.
Herrera shot the major?
Yeah. Herrera shot the major. I tried to warn him, but he didn't do anything.
It's all right, you copyright infringement of a man. We'll sort it out. Maybe the Major made it. He's a tough guy. He's a tough son of a bitch.
I looked at his body. He was pretty. Half his head was blown off. His leg was blown off.
Oh my God! What did he shoot
It was
him
a high
with?
caliber round. It made him into paste, pretty much. There's not much left of his body.
And where's Herrera?
Herrera, I didn't see him. I hit the dirt and then I ran away. So anyway, how are you?
All right, you did a good thing. You did the right thing. Quick question: Have you shit your pants? I think you're literally shitting your pants now. All right, come on, help me fight the fire. Come on, buddy, you got this.
All right.
And like Flake sprints off at his usual customary breakneck speed and probably leaves him plodding along.
As you back to the fire, Utek has gone.
God damn you, Utek.
Seba is just sitting on the floor with his head in his hands, just shaking, just in complete panic, like a complete breakdown.
Seba,
grab the. What the hell? What do we do?
Seba, pull yourself together, man.
Okay.
Go get a blanket. Go get loads of blankets. We need to put all the blankets onto the fire.
You're trying to snap him out of it.
Can I use a skill?
Yes, you can.
I'd like to use athletics to slap him out of it with my big mama's hands.
That's amazing. Go ahead.
This one's for you, Ma. I'm going to slap him through this wall. Holy shit. I did really well as a 2. And my athletics is a 60. And I actually had a tick bite, so what does that mean? So yeah, I probably do slap him through the fucking wall into the fire. Pull yourself together, man.
Like Street Fighter.
Yeah. K.O.
Fatality.
You just batter him with the...
I mean, just once. I'm not like... but just wants to kind of sort of slap some sense into him.
You just hit him and he's just like, oh God. You hit him so hard that he gets up and just, his nose is bleeding, and he just kind of holds his face. He's like, oh God.
That's all right, Seba. Yeah, come on, pull yourself together, man.
All right. What, please don't hit me again.
No, I'm not going to hit you again. That was just a slap some sense into you, and now you've got sense. Go get the blankets.
Okay, yeah, blankets.
All the blankets you can carry, Seba. Go get the blankets.
Seba runs off. As he does, he passes you, Pete, as you're kind of jogging back to where everyone is. Seba runs past you off in the direction of the dormitories, going, blankets!
What's going on?
Have we got any blankets?
There's no blankets. There's a fire truck that doesn't work.
Oh no!
Why are you looking for blankets?
Oh, no blankets for the fire!
Check the dormitories.
Right, yeah. He turns and runs off to the dormitories. You see Tully and Flake standing around the fire. Flake is trying to put it out with a fire extinguisher. You are gradually getting on top of it.
He's not doing his running. That was kind of like a reaction to him tripping up and panicking and not really thinking clearly. He's sort of more focused. And I guess where he was before, maybe on the window or maybe on the door to try and like start to work his way into sort of thing. So.
Okay.
Hey, Pete. Is the vehicle storage building on fire at all?
No, the storage is the only building on fire that I can see.
Oh, thank God. Oh.
But none of the trucks work. Everything's gone dead. Like the lights.
No. Everything's gone dead?
Like the lights. As in the electricity's gone.
No.
What's wrong with him?
Tully runs off towards the...
Flake, what's wrong with him?
It runs off
I don't
towards
know.
the...
Everyone's acting real swelly. Come on, what did you do, Ross?
Where's he gone? Tully, where you going?
Tully runs past Pete back towards the hangars.
Tully, where you going? Tully! Tully!
Let him go. He's had a tough day. Apparently, Herrera shot the Major.
The Major?
The Major. He made a mess of his head, made a mess of his knee. He said he turned him into paste. I don't know what he shot him with, but it was something big. What the hell's going on around here? What's up with that space crystal? Actually, I don't really give a shit about that. I'm going to take this fire.
I think we should give a shit about the massive space crystal. If that's what it is. Maybe it's from space, maybe it's from here, I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, you've been flying a long time. You ever seen anything like that?
No. Maybe. I don't think so, no. No, I have not.
Even when you're on that aircraft carrier, you saw some pretty weird things out there.
I mean,
Did Saddam have anything like that?
Fairly weird. No, Saddam had nothing like that.
Thank God. Imagine if a giant space crystal fell in
Just
the
one
hands of
hell of a
Saddam Hussein.
moustache. Imagine that.
God damn.
Discussing Saddam Hussein while you spray down
Yeah,
the
he's literally like, he's having this conversation about Saddam Hussein.
You finally you put the worst of the fire out and manage to get inside the base exchange, and you see quite quickly on the floor there is a broken bottle and some burned material lying on the floor by the broken window.
God damn it.
Looks like a Molotov.
Oh, yeah. It does look like a Molotov.
You see anyone running from the scene?
No. Although I did see...
Who might have done this?
I saw Dip Check, or whatever his name is. I don't know. He was one of the... I've worked with him on his base for years.
Check?
He was running towards the tower. It was...
Dip Check.
Something like Dip Check.
Lieutenant Commander Dipcheck.
Dip Check. I'm sure it's Dip Check. God damn it.
Is he new?
I guess. No.
You saw Cantu running from
Cantu, that's it. No, Cantu. Now, Dip Check. He was an old buddy of mine, old pal. Got his face taken off by an iguana.
Iguanas. They could be tough.
They can be tough. They're mean.
Yeah, I've had attitudes with iguanas in the past.
Oh. Okay.
So who did you see running?
I saw
Cantu.
Literally just said it.
I know, my brain was like, Dip Check. I was like, no, brain, no, that's completely wrong. I saw him. I saw that guy running towards the aircraft control tower.
Cantu.
Yeah, that's the guy.
Yeah, Cantu rang me up during the poker game. He was going on about some bullshit in the way Cantu tends to do.
What, weird bullshit or normal bullshit?
Just general bullshit. Said I was talking about him behind his back with the major.
Goddamn. I'm not a smart man, but I can tell that there's a whole lot of squirty shit going on right now.
I feel like these two things may be connected.
I mean,
I just have a sort of idea about it.
Everyone's acting weird. I mean,
we should probably go check out where he was going.
Yeah, we should probably go check it
the
out.
Control tower. Where'd Tully go, did you say?
Hey, do you think Tully's okay? Because, I mean, he's clearly shit himself several times. I mean, did you see that waddle he had on him? He was waddling real fast. I don't think I've ever seen him move that fast.
So do you want to go and lap up Tully's tears? You want to go to the control tower? What do you want to do?
Let's go to the control tower.
Because I'm going to go to control tower. You can go wipe up his tears.
I mean, I don't know where he's going,
what the fuck?
Do you think he's got...
He's not going to be much help anyway.
No, I don't think so. He's
going to go play his motherfucking games.
All right. Everyone give me an alertness check.
Alertness check, okay.
Alertness as you're running. Well,
no, that's good. 19.
Oh my gosh. 83 over 60.
Yeah, I got 18 under 60.
18 under 60.
Yeah.
It's all down to Flake. Flake, as you're all standing there, you hear some more gunshots. These ones seem to be coming from the direction of the control tower. The other two of you don't notice these either. You're in the middle of a conversation, a bit far away, or Tully, you're just in too much of a panic to get to the storerooms.
Flake, when he hears that, because I presume he's sort of run ahead as well because like he has lungs, and he turns around and says, "Jaeger, did you hear that?
No.
There's gunshots from the control tower. I think shit's going down in there.
Oh fuck.
You got a gun?
Okay, I know.
Damn it. We're in the military. We don't have guns.
How far are we from the armory?
The armory is in the administration building.
Shit. Do you think we should get some...
which is where you've just come from, so you could just walk back there. It's where you
got
the fire extinguisher
We should get some guns.
We should get some hardware.
Let's get some guns. I mean, also we should probably think about that gigantic crystalline thing that just landed on the base.
I literally keep telling everyone, don't worry about that shit. All right,
okay. Let's get some fucking guns.
Hold up. Dan, would we know that? Would we have access? I presume, like the major has the keys or something.
The major has the key that unlocks the armory.
Shit, the major's got the key.
Okay, we get Tully. We find out Major's body. We go get the key. We get the guns.
All right. Now wait a second. I think they went running towards the gate, didn't they? That's where the major went.
I wasn't here. I was gone.
Oh shit! Yeah, Carrero's on guard duty on the gate. Let's go to the front gate. I'm Flake. Literally.
You run ahead. I'll catch up.
Yeah. I don't think he even heard that. Like he's gone.
Man,
You know
this
how
party
the
will not
Terminator
stay
runs?
together.
He's
Yeah.
just like that's kind of how he's just
Yeah.
like.
All right, boy. Okay, I'm coming.
Just do a loop, start going back the other way, gasping and panting. Meanwhile, Tully, you arrive in the aircraft hangar where there's one of the aircraft stood with a cover on top of it. What do you want to do? What's going on?
I go into my store cupboard. I put the lock in. I put the key in the lock. Open the door.
Yeah.
Take off the cover that I put on the computer and press the power button.
Nothing happens.
Oh my god!
Are you going to have to do a sanity check
and again. You know what? There are rules for sanity as affects bonds. When harm befalls your bonds, as you sit there hammering the power button and realizing not just this computer, but all of your save games, potentially the disc is still stuck in there as well if you can't get it. If you can't get it open.
Oh god, those
Roll
days.
sanity.
Oh, fucking hell. I never rolled under my sanity. 87. In 87.
I mean, this is more traumatic than the major.
You were the one who wanted a computer as a bond. You lose another point of sanity as you realise your Microsoft Flight Simulator campaign, all those hours of gaming are lost.
All right, so I'm going to use my computer science to get the CD out of the drive. I mean, it's relatively easy. I've done it before, where you just jam something in and just rip out the thing.
It is.
Anyway,
You put a pin in.
And is that what computer science is called in 1998?
Yeah.
Jam something in and put it out.
Yeah.
What's your computer science score?
60.
60. Okay, that's enough. I'm not going to make you roll to get the CD out. You managed to you unwind a paper clip and get it in a tiny little hole and give it a jab, and it releases the lock and springs open, and you take the disc out.
Oh, I look at the back. I look at the underside to see if anything's been scratched.
It does not appear to be scratched currently.
Oh, thank God. Oh, thank God. And then I put it back in its CD. I put it back in its case. And then put it in my jacket pocket.
Amazing! You put it in a little jewel case and put it in and tuck it into your jacket.
I'm so glad you referenced that, Dan, because I was like, a jewel case in my head. I was like, well, that's a pointless bit of information that my brain does not recall.
And then
a box the size of a shoebox.
And then I head out back, and I look at the plane. What kind of plane is it? The one with the cover over it?
The one with the cover over it is
This is testing you, Dan.
It's a cargo plane.
Oh, okay.
It's a 2-engine cargo plane.
I rip I try and rip the cover off.
You grab a hold of the cover and you pull it takes you a couple of years because it's a big plane. It takes you a couple of pulls to pull the cover down from it. As you do with your high alertness, you see movement in the cockpit. You see someone move who was in the cockpit suddenly dart back further back into the plane.
Oh shit! I didn't expect that. I go inside the plane. I go into the plane.
It is very dark in here because you're indoors and none of the lights work. So you kind of feel your way over.
Is there any flares or anything in this
give me
building?
a search roll if you want to try and find some flares.
40.
Going for that 70s, okay.
17.
Yeah, you find 4 flares.
Okay, I put them in my pocket and I light one and then I go inside the plane.
You light a flare, the room lights up red as you have this burning flare as you kind of go up the cargo ramp of the plane and look around. It all seems quiet in there for the moment.
Hello? I saw you. Can you come out, please?
Give me an alertness check.
Oh, shit.
Oh, God.
50 under my 60.
50 under 60. You hear, it's very quiet for a second, and then you hear a clatter come from the cockpit. You hear something get knocked over. There's a door that separates the cargo bay from the cockpit.
Fuck it. I'm gonna open the door.
You open the door, flare in hand. As you open the door, a figure lunges back away from the door from you. There's a human figure with a jacket over their head who just falls away from you and just crawls back away from you, just starts lashing out with his legs, trying to kick out at you.
Wait a second. It's me, Tully. Who's that?
You hear LaCroix's voice from under the jacket. LaCroix is like, "Leave me alone! Get out of here!
What are you doing in here, LaCroix?
Get out of here! Get out of here! You don't want to see this! You don't want to see this!"
What do you mean? See what?
It turned me into a monster! Turned me into a monster, Tully!
I sort of push the flare closer to his underside of his jacket so I can see his face.
Put the flare on fire.
No, so I can see him.
I'll turn you into a monster. You're just a pixel person.
So you see that he is. You see that he's taken off his jacket and he just has his jacket over his face and he's just holding his jacket with his hands as he's trying to.
Let me see your face, LaCroix.
No, don't look at my face. Don't look at it. I'm a monster.
Why?
I'm a monster.
No, you're not. We all have our imperfections. Sometimes I get spots on my face, and they look pretty gruesome sometimes, especially when, either Jaeger or Plifkin doesn't tell me if when I see them and I go back to my room and then I see it in the mirror and I say, why didn't either Flake or Pete say anything? And so it looks pretty gruesome. Anyway, just show me your face.
Persuade.
I mean, that
check.
was that. I would show you my face after that. Sounds like that was a harrowing tale.
Hell of a speech.
Harrowing tale of acne there.
Pretty gruesome, eh?
Oh my god! Give me a persuasion check if you want to try and persuade him. But he's
okay. It's the base. Oh my god! 9.
What?
Damn.
Oh shit!
Oh no! Look, just. Oh god! Don't. He takes the jacket away. He just pulls the jacket away from his face, and there is mostly nothing wrong with his face. The only thing that is wrong with it is there are red lines down his cheeks that look like they're from fingernails, and you can see his own fingernails are really. You can see like
blood.
If you look
under
carefully,
them.
you can see like little bits of blood crusted around his own fingernails.
What did you do?
They took my face. They took my face, Tully. They took it away.
Look, you gotta come with me. You gotta get you to a medic.
Get away! I'm a monster, Tully.
No, you're not. You're not a monster. You're safe with me. Give me your hand.
He reaches for the flare. Ah!
We gotta get you to a medic.
Oh, Tully. Tully, nobody's. They'll hunt me down. They'll hunt me down like a monster, Tully.
Nobody's gonna hurt you. Not if I have anything to say to it.
Say
Oh, Tully, you kind of help him out, and he's just shaking and just looking like a rabbit ready to run at any second.
Come with me. I walk out towards the end out of the plane.
Okay. You head out. What's going on, Tully? What's going on?
What have they done to us? Well, we're gonna go find out.
You head back towards... Where are you heading to? Back towards the...
I come out of the hangar, and I assume I can see, just for pure ease of not splitting the party, even though I did, I assume I can see something happening in the control tower.
It's fine to not put it. So, give me an alertness check, and I'll tell you exactly what you can see.
Oh, yeah. I think I've got that. 6.
Wow.
Nice.
Under my 60.
Crushed it.
Nice.
Okay, so you can see a couple of things from where you are, because you're quite far north. First of all, the control tower is totally dark. You can't see any activity going on around there. most of the fire seems to have gone out to the south around the base exchange, so you know that some activity is going on over there. Somebody's been doing something over there. You can just about see figures moving around there. And if you look off towards the edge of the boneyard where the van was parked up, you can still see the van parked there. And there is a faint glow that seems to be coming from within it. And it's the only light now with the fire out. It's the only light that you can really see around the base. There is something inside the van that seems to be glowing. That is what you can see.
Well... Look, we need some weapons, so let's go to get some weapons from the armory, and then we'll go to where that glowing is, and we'll find out what the hell that thing is.
Okay, sure, yeah, okay, whatever you say, Tolly. Oh,
but
God.
you'll be fine, as long as you just hide your hideous face, and you'll be fine, okay?
So you start leaning back.
It's making me sick.
I'm throwing up a lot.
Pete and Flake. So you're heading towards the main gate. You're following the road towards the main gate, walking forwards. How are you progressing? How are you heading up there? What's the plan of approach?
Guess keep an eye out for the body. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Flake, sort of like, he does slow from his Terminator-like run to be a bit more stealthy, because Carrera could be somewhere around there with a gun. And he's not so stupid, he's just going to run straight into the same thing that the Major did. Yeah. So I guess when he gets close, we got stealth, haven't we?
You've got a stealth. You can make a stealth check. If
you
want to try and move stealthily.
I think he'd like to try and sort of like, I learned this in the Navy SEALs. And he sort of like crouches down and goes a bit sort of stealthy. Let's see if he learned anything in the Navy SEALs in his brief time there. No. That would be 80.
Oh, gosh.
So, no. What are you going to do?
Learn the Navy SEALs. And just start singing. I don't know, but I
yeah. I couldn't quite remember what the training was. Something about looking like a tree, so he sort of runs forward like with his arms up, pretending to be a tree.
Excellent.
Because you get a lot of trees at sea.
You do.
You do. It's those sea trees.
The famous sea trees of the Navy SEAls. You start approaching, moving along. How about Pete? Are you trying to be stealthy, or are you?
Yeah. I guess I'll try, and we'll see what happens.
Give it a go.
I only have 10 in stealth, so
I remember this from last time, of course.
And I got 50. So,
nope. Okay, the two of you
I'm
are
smoking a cigarette, I can see the glow.
You approach, and you can see, after a little while, when you get a bit closer, you can see a body lying in the road ahead of you. Contrary to what you were told, it's not been turned into paste, and it does still have a head and all of its limbs. The body is just lying in the middle of the road.
Flake makes another mental note to stop paying attention to Norman's descriptions so much, because this isn't the first time.
Yeah.
All right. Looks like there's the Major.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over and give it a kick to see if it's alive.
You walk. It is indeed the Major lying on the floor. You walk over and you kick him, and it goes. Oh! He's been hit twice in the chest. He is alive, but there is blood seeping into the floor underneath him.
Damn it, he's alive.
He's alive.
Wait, I'm going to try some first aid.
Major.
Somehow.
Major, can you hear me, Major?
I've made things marginally worse. That's a 52 on a 52 over 40. It's okay.
Try and stop the bleeding.
I learned this in the Rangers. What you got to do is you got to stick your finger in the hole like this. Like that. No, it's okay. That's okay. I've got to get, because it was something.
I don't know a lot about first aid, but I don't think that's correct.
No, it's something about acorns. Wait, I'm going to get this.
Oh, damn you, Pifkin!
Oh, sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir.
Early.
Couldn't happen to a nicer commanding officer.
Shit. I tell you what we're going to do. Keep an eye out for Herrera, and I'm going to pick up the Major and then run to the infirmary, I guess.
We just need his keys.
Yeah, you can't just leave a man lying here in the dirt. Let me tell you.
Yeah, you can take him. I'll take his keys.
Let me tell you, when I was in the SAS, I learned to never leave a man behind.
You were in the SAS?
Yeah, one morning. Just one morning. Wasn't there long.
Isn't the SAS British?
Yeah. And as soon as they started talking, they were like, what the fuck are you doing here? I was in
How many nations' armies have you been kicked out of? US.
Just the usual, the Foreign Legion, the Spetsnaz. Yeah, I was in the the Spanish, whatever they are. I don't speak a word of Spanish, so I didn't really understand.
The Alcrana.
Yeah, I was in the Inquisition. I was in the Papal Guard. I've been everywhere, man. I've been everywhere, and I've got straight out of there as well. That Pope, creepy eyes. All right.
What about that Swiss one?
I know I was never part of them. I don't like Toblerone. Right, so
You got those hats. You should join them next.
the yodelers. Yeah.
No. What do they call their? They got hats.
I think that was the Swiss Guard.
No.
No, that was the Pope. Oh wait.
Anyway,
hold it.
I gotta take his keys. You can take him to the infirmary.
Okay, get the armory. Don't let anyone in there until I get there, because
I go to the. You go to the infirmary. I'll go to the armory. That's what I meant to say.
Yeah, that's it. And I pick up the major, and I presume that
Okay.
he grabbed his keys.
I don't think you're supposed to move him, but okay.
You can't even lie into the dirt.
Is there a lot of blood? How many times has he been shot?
Twice, I think.
He's been shot twice.
Where?
He's been hit twice in the chest.
Okay, yeah.
So I'd like to try and carry and run the major to the infirmary.
So I'm going to take his keys first before he takes off.
Yeah, sorry, I assumed you'd clip his keys or,
Okay, so you go through, you search through his keys. I would like...
Strength?
First of all, I would like, as you're bending down there, I would like alertness checks from both of you.
Oh, shit.
God.
Fucking
Herrera's still
Herrera, yeah.
I got I 10 out of 60.
Yeah, I got a 20 under 60.
20 under 60. As you both are kind of crouched down there, you become aware that you're being watched, and you look over to, it's not at the main gate, it's off in the direction of the officers' houses, where there are some houses. You see a figure crouched down watching you.
Hey, you see that guy?
Yeah, I see him. Should we call out to him? Do you think it's Herrera?
I think, I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe it's Diblicek. Hey, Herrera, is that you?
Fuck.
Call out to the figure. At which point, the figure stands and opens fire on the pair of you.
Dive to the ground.
You dive for cover. We are going to go into initiative.
Oh, fuck.
For the
Initiative?
first time in this game. Because you have come under attack.
We've no weapons.
With no weapons. Right.
I'm
So, initiative in this, there's no rolls for initiative. You simply go in order of your...
surname.
It's order of your dexterities. Whoever has the highest dexterity goes first. What are your two dexterities?
Mine's not great, it's 12.
Okay, it's a 12 for Flake, and a 10. That means that... Oh gosh,
We're dead. We're dead. He gets shot.
That's all right. It means that
he shoots
it means
you.
That whoever
Game
it is,
over.
Herrera goes first.
Oh, fuck.
A gunshot rings out as he takes a shot. He takes a shot at Flake.
God damn it.
He gets a 90. The shot goes. A bullet whistles. A bullet whistles past the two of you.
The bullets are whistling today.
Damn, someone put the whistling bullets mod on. They all make Mario noises.
Yeah. It's a me, a death.
So the figure fires a bullet. A bullet rattles past you off into the night sky. Next person to act is Flake. What do you do?
He's just like, shit. God damn it, Herrera! What are you doing? It's Pifkin and Jaeger. And as he says this, he wants to leap behind the nearest cover. So, are there any buildings or anything?
Yeah. There's like a stack of kind of crates and barrels and things. It's like a first-person shooter. There's chest-high walls everywhere.
Right. Good.
No, there's like there's a load of storage. Yeah, there's like a. I'll tell you what. There's like a container, storage container by the side of the road. That everyone's been talking about moving at some point.
Okay, so he'd like to run behind that cover And as he does so, he's like, Jaeger, get into cover! As if he needed to, because he's the sort of person to state the obvious. And then, how does actions work? Is that what I do?
That's one action. That's it. You've
That's
got an
it.
action.
That's cool.
So
You just get straight into cover.
You run into cover. You run behind. You yell for Jaeger. Jaeger, you are still in the open.
I also run for the same cover.
Okay. You run behind the container, which means it is the other person's go. Some more gunshots ring out, and you can just hear the bullets hitting the other side of the container. That's what they do with their go. We go back over to you.
Given that we have used these guns, how big is the magazine? And would you be carrying spare ammo as well when you're on guard duty?
You would have spare ammo with you.
So he's got a lot of flipping shots, hasn't he?
Quite a few shots.
What do we got? We can't fight him. He's got a gun.
Maybe the Major has a gun.
Maybe the Major does have a gun.
Can we check the Major for a gun?
The Major did not have a gun on him. No, the Major was not armed.
Throw the Major at him.
Did you?
Can you throw the Major that far? You're quite strong.
I could.
You got big fists.
I could. I mean, it's ethically. I mean, I don't like authority, but I think throwing an injured man.
He's almost dead anyway.
I mean, it's what he would have wanted. Did we get the keys?
Give me a luck roll to see if you had time to get the keys.
I won't, because I didn't go for the keys, so it was only Jaeger who went for it.
41.
Yes.
41. You grabbed his butt. You have this ring of keys. You took off his belt.
Keys here. Look.
All right.
Keys.
Is there a way to go from cover to cover to get to the armory? Go in that direction, or is it going to be a big open
you
space?
could basically, if you kind of ran away, you could kind of loop round because it's dark. You can, assuming he has no night vision capabilities, you can kind of run off into the dark and be away from him, and then you could kind of loop back around. You will, of course, lose track of where the Major is and where the other person is. But yeah, you could kind of run away, basically.
All right, Diego, I think we need to get to the armory and get ourselves some guns. This is getting steamy. I learned that.
I
learned that when
pretty steamy.
Yeah, I learned that when I was in the Polish Air Force.
Feels like a Bulgarian brothel. So will you go that way? I'll go that way. We could go around the other side. We could loop around.
I mean, well, I think if we run this way, we'll have to keep the cover in between us and him and just lose him in the dark. In the dark.
Okay. I mean, you can run. I am quite slow. I've no lungs.
All right. Do you want me to take the keys? I'll run in the armory.
Okay.
All right.
You take the keys. Take the keys.
Good luck, Lega, you son of a bitch. And he just...
All right, good luck, you son of a bitch as well. I'll just stay here.
That's a nice thing you ever said to me. And then, Flake legs it, keeping the cover between him and Herrera, but he legs it off to head, ultimately just loop round to the armory.
Sure. So he runs off into the night. Jaeger, do you follow him, Jaeger, or are you staying put?
I think the idea. Sorry,
I'm going to run in the opposite direction. Can I run, as in the other way? Maybe, I don't know. I mean, it's like I assume the armory is at the other side of this guy from where we are.
No. The armory is to. If you imagine, you're at the south. The armory is to the north. Why am I saying you're at the south? You're where you are. The armory is to the north of where you are. He is to the west.
Okay.
So he's kind of in a bunch of houses up there. So he's not necessarily by the armory. So Flake's plan is to basically run off to the east, kind of off into the dark, and then just loop back around and then go in a big wide loop back around to get back to the armory.
I guess I'll do that. I guess I'll run off east as well into the dark.
Yeah, I didn't want to meta, but my Flake's thinking you would follow, but not so quick. So I could get the armory first, unlock it, get some guns, and by the time you huffed up, then we could get guns. But I didn't explain that. I just ran off. So well done for...
you jog after him. So you get back to... You run and get back to the armory. Obviously, Flake, you get there much quicker, at which point Tully is arriving back with a man with a jacket over his head. Arriving back.
Tully, good to see you.
Good to see you, man.
Who's your friend? Who's that?
I forgot. What was it?
LaCroix.
That's it. It's LaCroix, but don't look at his face because he's horribly disfigured, okay? And he's really self-conscious about it.
I'm disgusting.
God damn it.
He's got a low self-esteem at the moment.
Is it as bad as one of your spots?
Yo, oh, yeah.
Oh my God. You poor guy, LaCroix, my heart goes out to you. Anyway, we just got shot at by Herrera. Oh, by the way.
Why did you not? Why I told you that Herrera was there with a gun.
Yeah, but we need to get the keys for the armory so we can get our own guns and then we can start shooting back.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, not you. All right.
No, I'm good at shooting. I've done shooting before. Ooh-wee.
That is so confident.
Well, I'm sold. I go. Flake goes into the armory and sort of unlocks it and has a look. Can I keep my alertness up though? Because he's aware that other people might have had the same idea, and he's just sort of like,
Sure.
you know.
As you get there, Pete kind of eventually catches up with all of you.
Pete, you son of a bitch.
I'm here. I know we said goodbye just now, but here I am anyway.
No, I meant for you.
Very moving moment.
Oh, Pete.
No, I meant for you to follow me. And okay, yeah, good.
Who's the clam, Tully?
This is LaCroix. He was
LaCroix,
hiding.
what the fuck are you doing under that towel, LaCroix?
Leave me alone. I'm hideous.
Yeah,
What are you
LaCroix.
talking about? When did he become hideous?
He's got self-conscious issues about his face.
What's he talking about? He's the nation's sweetheart.
No, not anymore.
Apparently.
He called his own eyes out pretty much all over.
He clawed his
face.
own eyes out. What the
Yep.
fuck are you doing, LaCroix? LaCroix.
No.
He's gone quiet.
No, just stay away from me.
All right.
Tully, you said you protect me.
I know. Don't worry. They're not
They're
going to
not
do
doing anything. They're just confused. You look like a clam, LaCroix.
You
The nation's sweetheart clam.
you go into the administration building. Geiger is there waiting for you. She's like, "What the hell do you think you're doing?
Getting
I
guns.
hear more gunshots out there."
Yeah, the people are going crazy. Herrera tried to shoot us. He's already shot the major. We're gonna get some guns.
Yeah, and some massive Christmas decoration landed on the scrap yard.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That really it just
remember
didn't
that.
affect me at all.
LaCroix's horribly disfigured as well.
Yeah, that's happening as a clam.
Yeah, apparently it looks worse than one of Norman's spots.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, indeed.
God, that's
I know.
disgusting.
Anyway, stay here. I'm gonna go get some guns.
Can
Well,
I
you
have
tell me to stay here, I outrank you, technically.
Well, what do you want to do?
Hey, I just think we need to work out whose fault this is. This is a disaster.
Well, Herrera,
Somebody's got to keep...
obviously,
That'll be-
he
I
I
shot
think it's
the
the fault
major.
of the whatever the fuck landed on the scrap yard. It's none of our fault.
There'll be time for finger pointing later. Oh yeah, what about
We
those?
need to wait until the major gets back to tell us what to do here.
The major's been shot.
He's dead.
No, he's
oh,
not
not dead,
dead,
no.
you drama queen.
Oh.
Where's the major? Is he with
Well,
He's lying in the dirt
we
somewhere.
were gonna try and bring him back, but then Herrera started shooting at us. We had to run for cover.
Could be dead by now. I mean, you never know. Could be you. Could be in command. Would you be
Alright.
in command? He was dead.
No.
Okay.
I think you might be Pete.
I might be in command. Well, good. Maybe he's
I
dead.
mean, nobody really knows what the chain of command is on this base, apart from the major.
Well, I'm having a good day. Anyone's having a good day?
Well, I lost my save data on Flight Simulator 98.
I have no idea what that
No,
means.
no, not a clue. I think he's getting hysterical. All right.
Let's get some motherfucking guns, people.
Yeah. So yeah, we go to the armory.
Okay, you go to the armory. You go to the door that says "Armory Authorized Personnel Only." It is a locked door.
Unlock it.
Use the
Put
keys.
the key in. You unlock.
Use the key unlock.
You unlock the door. You open the door to the room with all the guns in. Step forward, and there is a cage in the room where the guns are kept. The cage has a padlock on it. The padlock has a combination lock, and you see that it is completely locked. And you realize the only man who knows the combination is lying in the dirt where you abandoned him in the road a little way away. And we'll find out how that all plays out in 2 weeks' time. There's a man
Motherfucker.
on the face.
Oh, God damn that major.
No.
God damn.
Luckily we didn't throw him at Herrera.